what are we doing?
So today we're comparing the difference between recording analog and digital, and in particular today we're looking at bass. So we're going to record a bunch of bass lines direct to tape through the console. We're not going to EQ them or anything like that, so it's going to be completely dry. And then we'll repeat exactly the same process straight into the digital audio workstations, and we'll bypass all the analog. We'll just go straight in digitally. We'll then listen back and compare the two, see if there is a difference between analog and digital.
We are going through this first act custom shop double cut.
Oh, it needs a clean.
It does need a clean. Yeah, quite hard to come by. First act were making these custom shop instruments for the likes of Mastodon, Kylesa, Matt Pike from High on Fire, etc. They ran up to about 2012, so these are quite sought after now. I understand this is, in this exact configuration, it's one of 6 or 7.
I was going to say, like, I've never seen one of these things until you showed it me.
Hard to come by. Lace Aluma P pickup here.
Oh, they are actually lace pickups.
Yeah. As you can see, very thick neck. They were building for low tunings really. So we're in drop C sharp today. Yeah, and then onto the board. We're going into the tuner obviously. And this is the live board. So we have the always on pedal, which is the Abominable Electronics Sunbather preamp. Obviously these are based on the Sun Beta leads, I believe, but now people are just packing them into these great sounding pedals.
It looks cool, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely worth checking out their stuff. Then we have the Fuzzrocious bong ripper pedal. This is, I understand it's 2 separate distortion circuits that you control with the volume knobs here and the gain knobs, and you've got the mix between the 2, as well as an additional booster channel with this button. And then fuzz, we have the Black Arts Toneworks Pharaoh. Someone told me that this is the only fuzz pedal you need, and years later I'm still inclined to believe them. Yeah, just fantastic, very diverse. You can toggle between germanium and silicone. They always have it in the middle position. And yeah, I just think it sounds fantastic with bass and guitar, to be fair.
Cool.
And then
tell us about your little amp.
we're going on to the Quilter bass block. This is 800 watts in this tiny little thing, which is quite unbelievable, but yeah, it works. I first heard of these guys, I was watching a rig rundown with Part Chimp, the band Part Chimp, and they were, both guitarists and the bass player were all using these. Their sound, the instruments sound like they're falling apart, but it's still very clear. So I was like, I need some of that, and it's fantastic as a pedal platform. You know, not to say that it's plain, but it just interacts really, really well with anything you put in the chain.
Cool. Okay, rolling on the tape. I'm gonna hit play on your track. So, are you ready to listen back? So I've got bass digital on the top. In fact, let's call that bass analog. So digital's on top, analog's at the bottom. Let's have a listen. Right, okay. Whiz to the end of that.
Next track.
Next track. Which one do you want to do next? So what do you think of that? Could you hear a difference? I think for me, the analog recording was, there was definitely more low end there. Overall, I think it was a more rounded, softer, smoother sound. The digital was a little thinner sounding. The high end was a little crisper though. There was a larger difference than I was expecting, to be honest. But yeah, I guess it comes down to taste. So what do you think? Write down in the comments below which one you preferred. And if you've got any questions, shoot us a message and we'll try and answer them for you. We're going to be exploring the differences between analog and digital a little bit further. We've already done guitars, we've just covered bass, and we're going to be doing vocals and drums. From personal experience, I'm expecting to see the largest difference on drums, so it's going to be interesting to see that one. So yeah, check back soon. We've got more videos coming along.
When I'm sitting down, it looks like you're giving a press conference.